Good day, students. Welcome to this JSS 1 Basic Science lesson on water, its states and properties. Water is the most important substance on Earth. It covers about 71% of Earth's surface, makes up about 60 to 70% of the human body, and is essential for all known life. Every day in Nigeria, questions of water access for drinking, cooking, farming, and sanitation affect millions of people. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the three states of water and the processes of change between them, state the unique physical and chemical properties of water, describe the water cycle, classify water sources, and explain why safe water is a public health priority in Nigeria. Let us begin. Water, formula, H2O, 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to 1 oxygen atom. Water exists in 3 states of matter. Solid, IC, water molecules arranged in a regular crystal lattice, rigid, definite shape and volume, formed when water is cooled below 0 degrees Celsius, freezing point at standard pressure. Liquid, water, molecules closer together but not rigidly fixed, flows freely, definite volume but takes the shape of its container, at temperatures between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius, at standard pressure. Gas, steam/water vapor, molecules far apart, moving rapidly, no definite shape or volume, formed when water is heated above 100 degrees Celsius, boiling point at standard pressure, or slowly at lower temperatures, evaporation. Processes of state change. Melting, solid liquid, ice water, temperature increases. Freezing/solidification, liquid solid, or water ice, temperature decreases. Evaporation, liquid gas, water vapor, at surface, below boiling point. Boiling, rapid evaporation throughout the liquid, at 100 degrees Celsius, produces steam. Condensation, gas liquid, water vapor water droplets, occurs when steam or vapor cools. Sublimation, solid gas directly, dry ice, less common with water but ice can sublimate in dry cold conditions. Special property, anomalous expansion of water. Water is unique, it expands when it freezes, unlike most substances which contract on solidification. Ice is less dense than liquid water, that is why ice floats on water. This is critical for aquatic life. In cold climates, lakes freeze from the top, while the bottom remains liquid, fish survive underneath the ice layer. Properties of water. Physical properties. Color, colorless, pure water is transparent. Odor, odorless, pure water has no smell. Taste, tasteless, pure water is neither sweet, salty, nor bitter. Boiling point, 100 degrees Celsius at standard atmospheric pressure. Freezing point, 0 degrees Celsius at standard atmospheric pressure. Density, approximately 1 g/cm superscript 3 at 4 degrees Celsius, maximum density, densest at 4 degrees Celsius, not at 0 degrees Celsius. Surface tension, water has high surface tension, insects like water striders can walk on it. Specific heat capacity, very high, water can absorb large amounts of heat without a big temperature change, moderate climate, keeps organisms at stable temperature. Chemical properties. Universal solvent, water dissolves more substances than any other liquid, many ionic compounds and polar molecules dissolve in water. This is why body fluids, blood, and cell contents are water-based. Chemical formula, H2O, hydrogen bond between water molecules explains many unusual properties. The water cycle or hydrological cycle. Evaporation, solar energy heats surface water, rivers, lakes, ocean, wet soil, water evaporates as water vapor. Transpiration, plants release water vapor through their stomata. Evaporation plus transpiration equals evapotranspiration. Condensation, water vapor rises, cools in upper atmosphere, condenses around dust particles, forms clouds, water droplets or ice crystals. Precipitation, when droplets coalesce and become heavy enough fall as rain, snow, sleet, or hail. In Nigeria, mostly rain. North less rainfall, south more rainfall. Runoff, rainwater flows across land into rivers and streams. Infiltration, rainwater soaks into soil, reaches groundwater, water table. Collection, water collects in rivers, lakes, oceans, and underground aquifers. The cycle then repeats, driven by solar energy and gravity. Water sources in Nigeria. Surface water, rivers Niger, Benue, Cross, Kaduna, Sokoto, Lake Chad, ponds, reservoirs, Kainji Dam, Shiroro Dam. Groundwater, boreholes, hand-dug wells, springs. Very important for rural Nigeria. Rainwater, harvested from rooftops, used in rural areas. Piped water, treated water through municipal distribution systems, Lagos Water Corporation, state water boards, unreliable in many areas. Water quality and safety. Hard water, contains dissolved calcium and magnesium salts, does not lather well with soap, not harmful for drinking but forms scale in pipes and kettles. Common in limestone areas. Soft water, fewer dissolved minerals, lathers easily, may be acidic, corrosive to pipes. Water treatment, sedimentation, particle settle, filtration through sand and gravel, chlorination, kills bacteria, makes water safe to drink. Waterborne diseases, common in Nigeria: cholera, Vibrio cholerae, typhoid fever, Salmonella typhi, guinea worm, Dracunculus medinensis, dysentery, Shigella and Entamoeba, Bilharzia/Schistosomiasis, Schistosoma. 3 examination questions. Question 1. Name the process involved in each state change. A. Ice melting in the sun, melting with solid liquid. B. Water boiling in a pot to produce steam, boiling/vaporization, liquid gas. C. Steam in the bathroom, condensing on tiles, condensation, gas, liquid. D. Wet clothes drying on a line, evaporation, liquid gas, below boiling point. Question 2. Explain why ice floats on water. Why is this significant for aquatic life? Water is densest at 4 degrees Celsius. Below 4 degrees Celsius, water expands as it freezes. Ice has a lower density than liquid water. Therefore, ice is less dense and floats. This is significant because it means when a lake surface freezes in cold weather, the ice layer acts as an insulating blanket. The liquid water below, which is denser, remains at around 4 degrees Celsius, allowing aquatic organisms to survive the winter. If ice were denser than water, it would sink, and lakes would freeze solid, all aquatic life would die. Question 3. Explain the complete water cycle. The sun heats water in rivers, lakes, and oceans. Water evaporates, and plants transpire water vapor from stomata. Water vapor rises into the atmosphere, cools, and condenses around dust particles to form clouds. When cloud droplets coalesce and become heavy enough, they fall as precipitation, rain. Some rainwater runs off into rivers, some infiltrates into the soil and reaches groundwater. Water collects in rivers and oceans. Solar energy drives evaporation again, the cycle repeats continuously. 3 common mistakes. Mistake 1. Confusing boiling and evaporation. Boiling occurs at a specific temperature, 100 degrees Celsius at standard pressure, and happens throughout the liquid, vigorous, with bubbles. Evaporation occurs at any temperature below boiling, from the surface only, slowly. Wet clothes dry by evaporation, not boiling. Mistake 2. Saying water is at its most dense at 0 degrees Celsius, when it becomes ice. Water is most dense at 4 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature of maximum density. Below 4 degrees Celsius, it starts expanding again as it approaches freezing. Ice at 0 degrees Celsius is less dense than water at 4 degrees Celsius. Mistake 3. Thinking pure water has a taste. Pure water is completely tasteless and odorless. The taste of tap water comes from dissolved minerals, chlorine added during treatment, and the pipes it travels through, not from the water molecules themselves. Pure distilled water has no taste at all. Summary. Water, H2O colorless, tasteless, odorless. 3 states: solid, ice, below 0 degrees Celsius, liquid, 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, gas, steam/vapor, above 100 degrees Celsius. State changes: melting, temp, freezing, temp, evaporation/boiling, liquid gas, condensation, gas liquid, sublimation, solid gas. Anomalous expansion: ice is less dense than liquid water. Ice floats. Aquatic life survives winter. Maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Water cycle: evaporation/transpiration, condensation, clouds, precipitation, rain, runoff/infiltration, collection. Repeat. Universal solvent, dissolves most substances. Sources in Nigeria: rivers, boreholes, wells, dams, rainwater. Waterborne diseases: cholera, typhoid, dysentery, guinea worm, bilharzia. Safe water requires sedimentation, filtration, chlorination. For homework: A. Draw a labeled water cycle diagram. B. List 5 properties of water. C. Name 4 waterborne diseases common in Nigeria and how to prevent them. Attempt a quiz on your LMS. Keep exploring the world around you. Visit Litech Academy at academy.litech.com.ng. Until next time.